Do you believe in Bigfoot? No? Well, don't worry. You don't have to be a believer to audition for my next original musical, Bigfoot, Bigheart. Before auditions begin, I would like to introduce the characters in this production. Please note that some character vocal ranges may change, as not all the demos have been recorded. However, they are likely to stay relatively close to what I will list here. Our main character is Daisy Greenwood. She's very trusting and kind and works as a therapist. She likes to hike and camp in the woods of Boone, North Carolina. Her approximate range is G-sharp 3 to C5. I'm looking for a bright, expressive voice to play Daisy. Our next biggest character is obviously Bigfoot. Bigfoot may not be human, but he has a lot of feelings us humans can relate to. He enjoys people watching and observing nature. His approximate range is G-sharp 2 to G4. I'm looking for a slightly darker voice for Bigfoot, but still carrying a lot of emotion. Next, I would like you to meet Park Ranger Bosch. Mr. Bosch is a very caring individual, especially towards nature. His duty is to protect the wildlife and forests of Boone. His approximate range is D-sharp 3 to G4, and I'm looking for a bright, friendly voice to play him. Now, Ranger Bosch only has one enemy, and that's Garrett Thorne, the most notorious hunter in Boone. Garrett doesn't like to follow the rules, hunting out of season mainly. He's very judgmental and frankly just an asshole, showing no care for the world around him. His approximate range is B-flat 2 to D4, and I'm looking for a dark and rough voice to play him. Next, I will introduce Daisy's best friend, Vanessa Drake. Vanessa is very worried about Daisy hiking and camping alone. She is very protective of her friend. Her range is G-sharp 3 to B4. I'm looking for a neutral toned voice to play her. Then there's Garrett's friends, Buck, Wade, and Eddie. Buck is the kind of guy who knows everything about everyone in town. Wade is kind of the voice of reason in most situations, and Eddie is Wade's cousin, visiting from out of town. He is definitely the himbo of the group. Their approximate ranges are as follows: Buck, D-sharp 3 to E4, Wade, D3 to B3, and Eddie, G3 to G4. We also have a female bartender who has to listen to Garrett and his friends all night. Her approximate range is G3 to G4. Finally, there's the Mountain Muses. They act as an ensemble for this musical. There's tenor, alto, and soprano. I'll probably accept about 2 people per voice part, and I'm looking for a mix of voices to play them. Okay, so to audition, you have to do a few things. First, visit the Drive folder in the description. Here you will find a form to fill out. To do that, you must copy the form to your Drive and edit it there. Do not request to edit the blank copy. If Google Drive is a little confusing, feel free to just copy and paste the contents of the form into your own document instead. Once you've filled out the form, start an email to seahorsetrash@gmail.com and paste in a share link. Make sure the document share settings are anyone with the link can view, or else I won't be able to see it. If you have any trouble with the link, you can also just copy and paste the contents of the form directly into the email if that works for you. Now, go back to the folder and choose which character you'd like to audition for. You can do multiple if you want. To record, you can either sing with a track or just count it out with a metronome. But when you submit, you must delete the track so that it is just your voice and nothing else. No metronome in the background, please. And make sure it's dry, so no effects like reverb or echo. Export as MP3, WAV, or M4A, whatever your digital audio workspace can do. Name the file Your Name Bigfoot Audition and attach it to the email you started earlier. When you have everything, go ahead and send the email with the subject Your Name Bigfoot Audition. The current deadline is February 10th. Okay, so this is a large production, but what happens to the people who inevitably don't make it? Well, I've created this thing called the talent pool, where I can store auditions of people that I liked, even if they don't make the final cut. Basically, it'll be a big Google Drive folder with subfolders for each person in the pool. I'll save your audition form and any recordings you've sent me, along with some notes. For future projects, I will hold auditions, but during that time, I will also look through the talent pool to see if there's anyone that may fit some of the roles. If you're in the pool, I may reach out, offering to advance you straight to a callback for a certain character. You can decline being added to the pool in the audition form, but if you change your mind, just contact me. Same goes for if you accept and would like to be removed. Okay, now for artist information. If you're just a voice actor and want to hear about payment, skip to this timestamp. If you would like to help out with art, the process is similar, but instead of sending audio, you send pictures of your work. I'll need to see 3 to 4 finished pieces, as well as any animatics or animations you have done in the past. It's easiest to just attach a Google Drive folder to your application email. I accept traditional and digital art, but traditional art must be clean, and you have to have a way to photograph it without shadows. The easiest way is honestly to lay them out on the ground on a cloudy day and take bird's eye pictures with your phone, then crop them. Here are some pieces I've done that with. As you can see, there are no shadows. If you don't get clouds often enough, another option is scanning, but sometimes you lose fine details if you don't have the right settings. Play around a bit to see what works for you. Now let's talk about payment. Okay, now that I've gotten your attention, I would like to make my humble offer. I want to be very transparent that I am a single person with one part-time job, so I can't pay a lot. Previously, I've offered $5 per minute of final recorded material for voice actors, and well, I haven't worked with paid artists yet, so I will negotiate that with you all when you get here. Just know that you will be paid something. How much depends on the length of the song and complexity of the artwork, as well as punctuality. So, with all that said, I wish you all good luck, and I look forward to see your auditions and applications.